welcome to another 31 Days of Horror 2020 video. Leslie is over there. So she may chime in with her thoughts because she picked tonight's movie.
Technically, it was because of Sarah.
Yes, technically Sarah picked the movie. Well, she wanted to see the sequel, and we hadn't seen the first one. So we had to see the first one.
And then she left.
Well, she didn't show up for the beginning.
She was in the middle and left.
And then, stayed for about 5 minutes maybe, and then left again. So, yeah. And that film is Tyler Perry's Boo, Madea Halloween. Now, I'll be the first to say I'm not a big Madea person.
I've never seen any of them before this.
I've seen, I think, one Tyler Perry or two Tyler Perry. I think I had to review one. I got a DVD or something one time, so I had to watch one. And I think that was the first one. And then I think I may have seen one in theaters for some reason. Probably another review I had to do. You know, studios say, hey, come out and review our movie. And I was like, all right. So I went out and saw it. So I am not the target audience. Leslie is not the target audience. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy the films, right? Yeah, clearly it's Tyler Perry's movie. It's a Madea movie, so Tyler Perry is, well, it's Tyler Perry, right? Tyler Perry is the main person involved here. It's written, directed, starring in multiple roles, Tyler Perry. It also has many Tyler Perry alumnus who come back for other movies like Cassie Davis, Patricia Lovely, and all sorts of... There's tons of people in these things. Oddly enough, one of the girls, though not the main person involved, she's kind of a secondary character, is Bella Thorne. What? Yeah, Bella Thorne. Outside of Tyler Perry, it probably has the best career out of everybody in this film. Because I don't think if a lot of these people, if it wasn't for Tyler Perry, probably wouldn't have a career. Essentially, most of the films and stuff that they're in are Tyler Perry productions. So, yeah, Bella Thorne. You know that Scream television show and a whole bunch of other TV shows and movies, and I think she's in music and music videos and all. She's in all sorts of stuff. But yeah, Scream television, main character Bella Thorne. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, we recommend it. We've done, I think we did reviews of every season. I think somewhere on this channel. But yeah, what is this film about? Essentially, it's about a teenage daughter who does not respect her elders and decides to disobey her father and her, well, essentially her whole family, because her grandfather and her I guess, would Madea be her great aunt? I guess.
I don't even know.
I don't know. It was whatever, and such, all were, forbid her to go to a frat Halloween bash, a Halloween party at a frat house, because she was a high school kid, and that's a no-no. But yeah, she disobeys him and goes anyways, and then of course it's I guess it goes off from there, and Madea and everybody has to go looking for her, and things happen. I won't go into it. I could go plot points throughout the whole thing to give you the general overview, but it's essentially a teenager who has no respect for her elders, who disobeys, and doesn't really learn her lesson until really the very end of the film. Spoiler alert, she does learn her lesson.
Maybe.
Bum, bum, bum. Because there is a sequel. So who knows? We'll find out.
It.
We'll find out. But yeah.
No, going this way. Going this way.
Oddly enough, I wasn't expecting this film to be so rooted in real life. I thought this might have been more, kind of going on with the scary movie type franchises, that kind of a comedy type thing, but in the Madea style. But no, this is very much about Halloween is happening, and there's lots of Halloween and lots of jokes and lots of stuff about Halloween and Halloween parties and playing pranks. It's more about the tricks than it is about the treats. Really, if you wanted to summarize this film in a very, very general way, it's Medea's Trick No Treat Halloween special. But it's, if you've seen a Tyler Perry film, you know exactly what the type of comedy is. It's the same every single movie. It's the same type of stuff, same type of jokes, and if you like that, you love it. Like you eat up Tyler Perry movies like there's no tomorrow. You are the reason why Tyler Perry has a career, because his films, man, like, it's hard to get tickets on those opening nights, and probably for the first week for some of these things, man. In certain markets. I mean, there are certain markets where there's not very many people who go, but again, it's definitely one of those things where you have to be into that type of film to really get down and want to see them all. That being said, like, I'm not a big fan of Tyler Perry's film. This film, is it because Halloween was the subject? I don't know.
That probably was a big influence.
It might have been a big influence on it. And yes, there were some jokes that went in there, and I wasn't, probably went right over my head, honestly. Then there were other jokes where I was like, I didn't really find them funny, but there were some good stuff. There was some good stuff in this. And there generally is in a Tyler Perry film. It's hard to get an entire Tyler Perry film where I wouldn't laugh at least once, especially when it's a Madea film. I particularly like, Joe, the grandfather character.
Oh, he was hilarious.
Leslie kept saying, that would be you. That would be you.
Yeah.
Like
when
I would be Madea and my friends, and that would be us in the thing, and you would be that guy.
Yes.
Right?
Totally. I could so see it.
Right? He's the bitch please guy. Like, go back to bed.
What's going on?
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Jeez, let me just go to... I'm sleeping. Leave me alone. Like, what's your problem?
Yep.
So, yeah.
You can't argue with that.
No. If I was any character in this film, that's me, man. Like, so, like, just shut up. Just, oh my God.
Well, me and my friends are like,
You're like, someone's gonna kill us. We gotta go. Like, nobody's gonna kill you. Just wait.
Exactly.
Why are you out of your bedroom? Why are you not in bed?
Yes.
Why are you all together? I don't get what's going. What are you people doing?
Exactly. This is exactly what I said he would be. Oh my God. Exactly right there.
Right?
Yep.
So that may be another reason why we were having a little bit of fun with this, because when I last saw a Madea movie, I didn't know Leslie. I don't think I knew anybody when I saw either of the films. So one I was alone, and the other one I was in a film with, I'd probably say half of the people were supposed to be like writers and film critics and bloggers and stuff like that, and the other ones were like whoever won tickets, and half of those were probably empty seats, because it's always the way. You win tickets and half the people don't show up. But yeah, so we put a little personal touch to this film, so I tended to enjoy it a lot more than I did the other two I saw.
That's what happens when you have me around.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Leslie. There was parts where I wasn't even in the room, and Leslie's busting a gut over here on the couch, and I was just like, "Dang it, what did I miss?"
But I'm more into comedy anyway.
Well, yes.
So.
Yes, you are. That being said, yeah, it's one of those things. It's. I like in the film to. If you saw the Big Mama's House, or what is the one that Eddie Murphy does? Oh, shoot. What's the one where he plays all the people in it?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
Shoot.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Crap. But there's... And it's weird that it's all black guys. Like, there isn't a white comedian who really... Well, no. There was, I guess... Was it Adam Sandler who tried to do it? He was playing multiple characters in the film.
He did the one where he played himself and like... Well, not himself.
His sister.
Yeah, and his sister, but not...
Was he other characters in that film?
I don't think so. I think it was just that and the sister.
But yeah, it's very much, you know, like Tyler Perry plays multiple roles in the film, and these are multiple, as far as I remember, as far as I know, these are recurring characters. They're not just one-offs. The main one being Madea, the old lady, who, you know, she don't take no grief, man, unless it's from a ghost.
Well, see, that would be me when I'm old, because I can't take it anymore. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if that kind of a comedy like is what you're into, this is a definite recommend. Like this, you'll love it. You know, like even if you haven't seen a Tyler Perry Madea movie before, if you've seen Big Mama's House or shoot, I can't. Why can't I think of the film?
I know.
Picturing it, and I'm picturing them all sitting around a table and eating, and they're
No, you got me wondering what the heck.
You don't remember? Oh yeah. You know, the kid's like a chubby kid. They're like, no, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, there's obviously a lot of jokes. Especially in this one, it's a lot of ageism type jokes, right? So a lot of old people talking down to the young people type things, where it's like they're just telling old people jokes because mostly the cast is mostly senior citizens.
But I really liked when they were like talking about the younger people. Like I love that. I'm like yes. Like. If I had a check-off box, I'm like, I'm checking all these things you're saying off in the box. Like, yes, I totally agree with you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you know what, I would say that a good portion of this film would be just people sitting around and talking, which is probably why I'm not really, and for some reason I think this is kind of the way he does his films, right? Because he uses those opportunities to tell the jokes, right? So there are quite long periods of time where there's not really anything happening. It's just people talking about stuff, right? But while they're talking about stuff, it's jokes.
Which I found funny.
You know, those type of, and I think that's one of the things with his films. They really, because that is the way that they're done. There's less stuff going on and more just the talking and the jokes. If the jokes don't hit, you're not going to like the film because there isn't really a lot else going on, right? So it's one of those things. It really is a film where the jokes have to hit for you, and if they don't hit, you're probably not going to like it because really, other than that, there isn't a lot going on in this movie.
Well, it's not a...
But, like I said, it's more situated in a real life, and I was kind of hoping for more of the, you know, kind of a scary movie type thing where they take that a moment away and not play the real life with jokes, but actually do the supernatural thing. But yeah, this film does lend itself towards a lot more jokes that are more well-rounded, because there's a lot of Halloween jokes. There's a lot of jokes about, you know, them growing up in Halloween and them what they like about Halloween and being scared, right? And you know, if you've if you've ever been around people who are like really expressive when they get scared, that's who this caters to, because these characters are super expressive when they, you know, get scared. You know, the kind of thing where somebody, if you're in a haunted house and something jumps out, they punch them, right? Like it's the reaction. It's just like, no, and then you run away, right? It's the fight and flight reaction, not the fight or flight. It's the fight and flight reaction, right? Like that's the kind of thing that's going on in this film. Whenever the, you know, Halloween scare type action is happening. So it's definitely funny that way. I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to, but no, I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing the sequel, just to see if if they manage to you know, do it twice.
I'm surprised that you said that.
I know.
Wow.
It's odd, and honestly, I think if this wasn't about Halloween, if we weren't doing the 31 Days of Horror and we were just throwing on another Tyler Perry movie, Madea movie, probably would not be liking it.
But you said you watched it before you met me, so
still,
it's me. I make it work.
You make it work.
Yep.
If you had to give it a rating, what would you give it?
I'd say 3.
Yeah, I'm going 3 with this one.
Wow. Wow.
It's, like I said, it's not what I expected.
No, but I didn't know what to
That's
expect.
not necessarily bad, right? But at the same time, having seen 2 other, you know, Tyler Perry Madea movies, I should have kind of expected what the film was.
But I knew nothing.
And you knew nothing going into it, so... yeah, it's, whoa, it's okay, buddy, we're almost done. So, yeah, probably the next movie, I don't know, maybe we'll see something in between, I don't know.
No, we're not.
No, we're going right to the sequel, okay. So, yeah, stay tuned for more Tyler Perry. Boo too! But yeah, let me know down below, comments and stuff. Have you seen any Tyler Perry films, Madea specifically? Have you seen this one? What did you think? Keep it as spoiler free as usual. Yeah, I would love to hear from you, because I know my target audience is definitely not the target audience necessary for a Madea film.
Which is probably why I liked this movie.
Maybe.
Because I'm not your target audience.
No, you're not my target audience either.
No,
I'd have to do a lot more true crime and eat all the menus.
I just meant watch good movies.
Oh, watch good movie. Oh,
yeah.
Keep in mind, she picked them.
Out of your piles! It's not like I have piles. Oh my god. There's gonna be a true crime coming up real soon.
Yes. So long, folks. Farewell. If this is getting uploaded, she did it.
I wouldn't know how to upload it.
True.
So if this gets uploaded, you're still alive. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next video, take care. Have a good one. That's right.
He wants to see so bad. But you're going to touch the camera.
There you go, buddy. You want to go up? There you are.
Look, it's you. Look, you got a messy face.
It's like, oh, you put me in the camera. I wasn't even ready.